Hey, what's up? It's Kenny Hasbrook. Today I want to talk to you guys about bringing your spouse or girlfriend here to Europe. For me, I have a wife, so I'll speak about your spouse, but it's the same thing goes for your girlfriend. For just having them come over in the first place is a huge step, because it's a new territory for both of you. But if you think it's tough for you, it's 1,000 times tougher for your spouse, for sure. Because when you come over here, everything's brand new, and they don't have the release you have. Like, you have teammates, you have practice, you have more of a, not a purpose, but you have something that you have to do, and it's a schedule. And I mean, you laugh and have fun. Sometimes you have hard times, but you have like personal connections going on away from your home. And that's why I want to talk about it, because a lot of times it's not understood what goes on for the woman in the relationship. And that's why I wanted to try to give you some knowledge on how to help the situation out. I figured out that the first thing, of course, is the place you live in. It has to be comfortable for your spouse, most importantly. It doesn't have to be amazing for you, but for her, it has to be something where she's okay living there. Like, it feels like home when she's there. She doesn't have to be stressed out about not being comfortable and not always thinking about being home because that's what she wants to be. So I would say just your home in general, like, it can't have just straight white walls and nothing hanging up, or it can't like be dirty. Just not a good setup. Like, I just think it's the most important when you set up the house, like, make it livable and make it comfortable for her. I know right now you see white walls, but I promise that's not all I got here. Like, we got pictures and stuff up, so it's not just white walls. But so the first is the home. I say second for my wife is having a gym. It's not for everybody. Everybody doesn't work out, I know, but just having for her that release, having a free gym, or even if they gotta pay, you gotta pay. But usually with your team, you have some type of connect where they'll let it be like half off or something like this, so you get some type of special treatment. Like, I go in there with my team stuff on, the pants, the hoodie. I make sure everybody know who I play for, so I can try to get a deal. But I just think this is great for your spouse if she's into working out, just because it gives her a release. Like, she's around different people. I mean, I'm not saying she needs to be buddy with any of them, but I'm just saying, like, she's out there like working and getting a sweat in and like getting tired from something. The third thing I would say, just knowing where the transportation is, the public transportation. I'm not saying buses, but for trains and airports, like, it's very important to know, and for them to know, like, that they can get to another city if they need to, or if they want to. Like, if you got a road game, and let's just say that they have another girlfriend on the team or something like this, or they meet someone in the city, they can go 2 hours away with no problems, with no worries, and it's easier for them. So just knowing where the train station is and the airport. For my wife is German, so she flies home pretty often, and it's easier like when you know exactly where it is. But yeah, so public transportation, I would say, is third. Four, it would be language. Knowing the language a little bit, like getting little help books. Like, my wife has this little Italian book, just for the main things, like, to say. Like, when you go to a restaurant, it has little clues, like little hints of what to say. If you go to get public transportation, or if you just bump into somebody on the street and you need to ask a question. Things like this is very important. It might not seem like it because you're playing and you're around your teammates and you can call your GM or your coach. But for your spouse, when they're walking around without you, this is extremely important in my mind. And I think it's helped her out a lot, even though she learns languages pretty quick because she's trilingual. But I would say having little help books like this, or if they want to learn the language, either way. But just having it for travelers is a great idea. And number five, just having some type of phone they can use. Usually you can just get like a phone in Italy. You can get a phone from Win. It's €5, 5 to €8, just so she can call and text, just to make sure when she leaves the house she's comfortable enough to know that she can call somebody and text them, and you should store every single number from your management in that phone, and yours, of course, but to make sure whoever she needs to call, she can call. She's never stuck, she's never alone. But see it. So I would say those are the 5 like top things. And this is I'm saying it now because it's before you sign the contract. I mean, after you sign the contract, but before you get to your place. Like, these are things that you can do during the summer. You can research, you can figure it out once you sign that deal. So when you get there, you're a little more comfortable, you're a little more at ease, and it's not a culture shock. So just trying to give you some wisdom on that, and I'll be talking to you guys again soon.